You're fine. No, just fine. Sit down.
I'll entertain a motion to come back into regular session of City Council.
Back in the regular session of City Council.
I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Smith, supported by Councilmember Cody, to resume further City Council session. Next on the agenda is consideration of potential replacement of City Manager. At this time, Council can take action on replacement of City Manager and decide on actions necessary on an interim basis.
I make a motion to accept the separation agreement as proposed by the City Manager with the effective date of 4/3 for the authorize the mayor to sign such document. And the city clerk. April 3rd. Okay, you're all free. We're authorized to sign again the city clerk.
Mayor, if I could just maybe outline for council the discussion of the separation agreement terms that were discussed, so we're clear on that. Mitch's contract with the city provides that the city is obligated to pay certain things upon his severance. Those items would be 1 year's salary. The city is also required to continue the insurances that he currently receives for a period of 12 months. I understand that the agreement to separate would have Mr. Diesch waiving the claim for health insurance, and in return, the city would allow him to retain as his property the 2013 Ford engine that he currently drives. The other insurances, the life insurance would be continued. Dental and vision insurance, which at an annual basis costs $1,227, he'd just be paid that amount of money upon his separation. Mr. Diesch is also owed 305 hours of accrued but unused vacation time. That amounts to $14,335, and he would be paid that along with his severance pay, the first payday after April 3rd, 2015, which would be the date he would be leaving. In addition, the city manager would waive all the standard waiver and release that we have in all separation agreements, waiver claims. He'd also return to the city property that he uses as city manager, except that he'd be permitted to retain the city iPad, laptop, and iPhone that he utilizes. The other standard provision that we have in other separation agreements is that both parties would not disparage the other after the execution of the agreement. That's the substance of the agreement. The remaining provisions are all just fairly standard terms. And just to make clear, the city manager has 7 days by law to revoke the agreement even after it's executed. But that's the substance of the terms of the agreement as I understand.
I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Smith, supported by Councilmember Goodspeed, to enter into a separation agreement with the city manager. Is there any discussion or comment? Seeing none, will you please take the roll?
Mayor Pro Tem Smith?
Yes.
Councilmember Diesch?
Yes.
Councilmember Cody?
Yes.
Councilmember Diesch?
Yes.
Councilmember Whirlett?
Yes.
Councilmember Destin?
No.
And Mayor Kenny?
No.
Motion approved.
Before we adjourn, I've been asked, Councilmember Goodson would like to say a few words.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mitch Diesch for his 13 years of service for this community. I wish him well in his future endeavors, and I thank him for wanting to help with the transition. I believe, in my opinion, he's leaving Manistee a better place than he found it 13 years ago. Secondly, I'd like to thank the Mayor Kenny for professionalism and integrity through this process. Regretfully, I'd like to offer the citizens of Manistee a formal apology. hard for me to get through because I'm very upset. Tonight we decided to remove Mitch Diesch from his role as city manager. This is a decision that was made long before this evening. A movement of council members to collaborate, conspire, and secure votes to remove the city manager before tonight is unacceptable. And you deserve better. You deserve better from your elected officials, and you deserve better from this council. That collaboration not only was a violation of the rights of this council, the council members that were not included, is a violation of the Open Meetings Act, in my opinion, and even worse yet, excluded your opinions, your input, and your voice. And that's something elected officials are not supposed to do. Before I go any further, I want you to know this has nothing to do with the removal of Mr. Diesch, but everything to do with the manner of how he was removed. This decision, as I mentioned, was made well before this evening, and that's unacceptable. Comments and input and healthy discussion is supposed to happen at this chambers and no other place else. I'm disappointed, I'm disgusted, and I'm ashamed to be a part of this council at this moment. Again, citizens, I'm truly sorry. You deserve much better from your elected officials, and I hope we deserve you better moving forward.
I too would like to thank Mitch for his 13 years of service dedication. This is a 24/7-hour job, and when he first started here, he was a novice city manager, and there's obviously some growing pains. But he came in with an open attitude, the possibilities, he was not narrow-minded. And if you look back at the 13 years and what we accomplished in this city is awesome. I mean, you look at our beaches, we have 2 brand new beach houses, we have a city marina to be proud of, the list goes on and on. We have revitalized historic buildings that we're using. We have a strategic plan, there's just a lot of things that we've accomplished underneath his leadership. And I want to thank you, Mitch, for doing that. It's a tough position to be there. It's easy for us to sit in our houses, behind our computers, sitting downtown, and pick out all the bad things or things that we're not happy about with our city. And it's easy to sit there and say decisions were bad without really fully understanding what it is. It's easy to judge people that you don't know and hold them to standards that we don't even hold ourselves to. But it's not easy to sit in that chair. And Mitch has done that with such professionalism and done it to make our city proud. And I want to thank you for that. And I enjoyed working with you. So with that, I will take a motion